about bouncing back. You didn't play very long, foul trouble in the Rutgers game. What was the difference today?
Just trusting my coaching staff and trusting my teammates. You know, it was a hard, excuse me, it was a hard game at Rutgers, but I knew if I just stayed with it, I'd bounce back.
Coach said he had you back in the gym really quickly after Rutgers. I guess Thursday morning you were back in there. What was kind of the big message, the big takeaway after you kind of reviewed film and kind of digested that game at Rutgers?
He just said just stay with it. You know, we're gonna focus on some things that I could work on, which were things that I could work on, what you saw in film, and that's what we did in our practice.
Are you getting, I guess, young players talk about a lot, learning to shake off performances like that? Do you feel like you're better at that than you were when you got to Indiana?
Oh yeah, I feel like I'm way better with that. You know, the coaching staff and my teammates always talk to me about just clearing your mind. You know, staying mentally focused on the task at hand. And, you know, and I just couldn't dwell on the Rutgers game. I had to move on and get ready for this one, which I had a good game in.
Yogi, coach talked about, I think the term he used was weathering the storms in the first half, and he felt like that's what really gave you the platform for a really strong second half. I'm not sure that anybody exemplified that more than you. Just what changed in your mind from the first half to the second half for you guys?
Well, I think first off, to start with, in the second half, we played better defense. We made their, three-point and field goal percentage go down in the second half, and I think that transitioned over to our offense. You know, we wanted to get out and run on them to get stops, and when you got somebody like Thomas down low, he can throw too. We need a bucket for us to win. We're going to do that.
Is this maybe a point of pride or maybe a step in the right direction where you guys can kind of limit and shut down guys like White and Shields?
Yeah, we obviously still got things to work on in practice, but this is just another step in the direction that we need to take for our team defensively. And playing at Nebraska is tough. Nebraska's a great team; they got great fans, and for us to come in here and get a road win like this, it's big for us.
Yogi, talk about cutting your turnovers down from 23 to 14. What was the difference today, you think?
I think the difference was, taking pride in the basketball. I feel like, you definitely don't want to have, 24, 20-plus turnovers in an away game. It's kind of hard to win that way. So we just took pride in the basketball, and, we like to play inside out. So, when we play inside to Thomas, we know he's not going to turn the ball over.
It's a simplistic question, but I guess with these guys, Shields and White are their two leading scorers by a wide margin. Just how important was it to make those guys work as hard as they did in terms of maybe taking other guys out of their offense as well?
Yeah, I mean, those are the two key guys that, we keyed on. Them being the leading scorers, they're great players. Shields a great driver, can finish around anyone. White, great jump shooter, moves about the ball, very well. So, we just wanted to try and find different ways for them. Obviously they're going to get the ball, but, we wanted to make them work for their shots.
You've had 2 games now without James. I mean, what's maybe the biggest challenge not having him out there on the floor? Is it spacing? It's just his presence? What have you noticed the biggest challenge so far this week?
Spacing is always going to be there. Just Coach prides on spacing, no matter who's out there. But, we definitely do miss James. He's just another threat for us. Someone else that they have to guard, someone else that they got to take away that can open up that lane a little bit more for, guys like myself, Thomas, Troy, who likes to drive to the rim.
How much confidence do you think this team's getting now? You've won a few games here in a row, heading into the Big Ten, where the schedule looks pretty good for you heading into the first half of this Big Ten schedule.
We feel pretty good. Anything can happen in the Big Ten. We've seen it from years past, so we just got to make sure that we're on top of each game, prepare like we want to win, and when we do that, we'll come out on top.
Okay, Yogi, you can go. Got anything for OG?
OG, just talk about back-to-back good, nice performances you've made here so far.
Let's try to come out with energy, play to the game plan.
You're a guy that I imagine started most, if not all, of your high school career. How tough was the adjustment to being, I guess, into the bench energy guy, and how long did it take?
I guess it was tough at first. I adjusted and just taking time.
What's the one thing you try to exemplify when you're out there, especially defensively?
Just playing hard and playing long and energy.
Do you ever get excited?
Sometimes. Yeah, I get excited.
What do you say?
I ask if you ever got...
Only when J.D. Campbell walks in.
How is this? I don't know. I probably should have looked at the map before I even asked this question. Is this close to Jefferson City? You have friends, family here?
I think it's like 4 hours away. I don't have any family.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
Missouri.